Welcome back, everybody. It's beyond the shoot time, back to school time. We're back. We've been gone for a week or so trying to figure stuff out with the whole new schedule of Raw not doing so great in 205, but we're back with SmackDown Live, the greatest show on wrestling entertainment besides other shows. But I'm Mike Hiru, and this is Back to School. We grade the matches and the segments A's and B's, C's for the mediocre ones, and I like to call them D's and F's for the Raws, the Raw matches, the Raw segments, what I call them. This is Back to School, and we are beyond the shoot. I say this week after week after week, but I love how SmackDown opens up because they open up with something completely different every single week. Last week we got R-Truth, True TV. This week we got the WWE Championship, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe. Paige is in the ring. She's looking pretty cool with her new haircut and her new looks working for her. But anyways, she comes to the ring and she says, "This is the most vicious thing I've ever seen. I've never seen nothing like this in the history of wrestling. I've never seen somebody go to someone's family home and mess with their family. Never been done." And I don't think it's ever been done. I mean, we've seen little segments here and there with family members, but nothing like this. Showing up to their home, doing the whole stalker vibe hasn't happened. So it was something refreshing, and I did give that segment a great grade. This week she announces, you know what, we wanted to fire Samoa Joe. We wanted to press charges. AJ Styles wanted to press charges, but when we found out that he was gonna get fired, AJ Styles called us and said, you know what, no, don't fire him. If you fire him, I can't get to him. I can't do what I need to do, what needs to be done. So Paige said, okay, I'm not gonna fire him. So what do you recommend? AJ Styles said, no disqualification, no nothing, winner has to win. Nothing can stop this. No interference, no count out, no DQ. We don't have no ref messing up or nothing. Somebody's gonna win this week in Australia. And is it gonna be AJ Styles, Samoa Joe? I guess we gotta find out. So once she announces that, she says, you know what, AJ Styles has a message for everybody and he's on the Titatron. He's like, I can't be with you guys, I'm sorry. Everybody booed for him this whole segment, which is kind of weird. Everybody cheered for Samoa Joe, but the heels are getting cheers lately, so what's to expect with that? But he says, you know, I'm sorry I'm not there. I have to be with my family after what happened. My daughter's scared of her Uncle Joe. He looks in the closet like he's a monster. She looks in there and says, my Uncle Joe in there. He's a monster to my family now, he says. I got to be here for them. This is Samoa Joe kind of saying, you know what? This is you having to be home now. Samoa Joe's winning in this feud at this moment. He's winning without even having to wrestle. I'm going to give this a B. It didn't have the same excitement like it did last week, but it still told a story, and it did give us a no disqualification match this week. So great way to open up SmackDown. Like I say, every week they do something new, and once again, they do it again. So I'm excited for that. Good job. We're going to go to the first match tonight. This person that opened up SmackDown last week is the first match tonight this week. It's R-Truth Carmella versus Cien Almas Zelina Vega. They're going into the whole plugging of the mixed match challenge they're having with R-Truth Carmella. So this is nothing much but a filler match for that. But it's still giving R-Truth Carmella TV time and Cien Almas TV time. You got to remember, Cien Almas is getting TV time. The match is decent. I'm going to give the match a B. It was a very well wrestled match. Zelina Vega got her screen time. Carmella did. R-Truth, Cien Almas, they all got their spots. But the way it ended, I'm not sure how to feel about this. Cien Almas did lose. R-Truth and Carmella did get victory. Carmella, of course, pins Zelina Vega. But I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. R-Truth Carmella can't really afford a loss, but kind of neither can Cien Almas. He's up and coming. I'm not sure if him losing and say, you know what, cool, you put over R-Truth, you put over the mixed match challenge. Next week we're gonna put you in a better feud, and I'm hoping it's a better feud. I'm hoping he partners up with Mysterio when he comes back, but we gotta wait to see. But like I said, I'm gonna give this a B. Great way to do that. We come back and it's New Day coming out to. They're wearing chef hats with unicorns and aprons, and they're doing the whole funny gimmick on the pancakes. And they're in the ring saying we're gonna give away our secret pancake recipe and doing all this funny shtick gimmick back and forth. It was kind of all over the place. And it's coming to a point where it's kind of getting a little bit ridiculous. It's fun and all, but it's getting to a point where it's ridiculous. I like when New Day gets serious. So they're about to say, you know, Mr. Bootyworth is gonna talk for the first time. It's weird saying Mr. Bootyworth, but we have to say it. He's about to talk and the bar's music hits. They're like, you know what, we're tired of this. I'm kind of tired of it too. We're tired of it. We want to just come down there and fight. We don't want to see no pancakes. We don't want to see no happy unicorns. We don't want to see none of that. We want to fight. So they come down and they just obliterate them. They throw the pancake mix on them, flour all over them, do each finisher to them. They're laying on the ground. They get Mr. Bootyworth, which got kind of dumb at this point. They poured pancake mix all over his hat, all over him, and they walked off. And that's it. I'm going to give this a C. It didn't do nothing for me. I feel like it's getting ridiculous. I want to see them brawl. I want to see them fight. I miss when the Usos and the New Day had that rivalry going. I want to see it with this. They have great chemistry in ring, but I want to see less silliness. You want to call that? I want to see less silliness. So I do have to give this a C. I didn't like it. The next part, I'm kind of iffy with my grade, so I'm fully not mentally there what I want to put as a grade yet. But Ty Dillinger's backstage with Paige saying, I want my revenge on Randy Orton. He did what he did to me, but I want my revenge. And Paige like, you know what? You're a guy. Guys want to fight all the time, so go for it. Go get your revenge. So he goes to the ring and he calls out Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes down. And at first, Ty Dillinger had an upper hand. He was putting him all over the announcer table, throwing him over the ring, smashing him over the ropes. He was doing all this stuff to him. I was like, okay, cool. But when is Randy Orton going to come back? And he did. At that moment, he came back and just demolished Ty Dillinger. He threw him over the ropes. He threw him onto the table. He got his finger. The way he did the nothing's going to ever top the screwdriver in the year. Nothing will ever top that. But he got his finger, put it through the ropes, and then kind of like bent it backwards. It looked pretty disgusting. I'm going to give it a B, because it's still showing the viciousness of Randy Orton. It's still showing him as a heel. And I'm not sure where this puts Ty Dillinger. I'm not sure if he's just another stepping stone to whomever Randy Orton's next victim is. But hey, at least he's getting TV time. Like we say, at SmackDown, everybody gets opportunity. It needs to happen. The most anticipated segment we've wanted to see in a really long time is up next. It's Aiden English, Rusev, and Lana. Aiden's night in Milwaukee with Lana. He has video footage. We waited a week for this. It got an A+ for me, so I hope it keeps it going. Rusev and Lana come down to the ring, and Rusev's like, you know what, I'm tired of this. No more games. Aiden, come out, man to man. Tell me what you got. Show me the proof that you got. Aiden comes out, and he starts playing with the crowd, starts playing around, saying, oh, did you know Milwaukee is the biggest city in Wisconsin? Did you know Milwaukee is this, Milwaukee? And he's like, you know, cut the crap. I want to know what's going on. Aiden's like, all right, cool. Here's a video. Shows a video of him trying to practice to seeing how to do his intro, Rusev Day, a little video footage, and then Lana walks into his hotel and starts saying, you know what, I need to tell you something that I've been wanting to tell you for a long time. I need to get off my chest. And he says, I want you, and it just stops. And everybody's going crazy, and Lana's like, the video's not even finished. Rusev's like, how can you do this to me? Aiden's like, I can't show this because then I'm gonna be a cheater. It was cool. I liked it. I'm gonna give it another A. It left you waiting because it's not done. It's not done. It's gonna keep going. They're gonna show more footage next week or whatever it is they're gonna do next week. But he's gonna show more proof of the night in Milwaukee. Like I said, hashtag night in Milwaukee with Lana. And like Tony said, and I didn't even know this, but about 2-3 years ago, The Rock had a feud with Rusev, a little day feud, and he did talk about Milwaukee and Lana. I'm not sure it's gonna tie into it later, but if that happens, Tony, great prediction. But I'm gonna give this an A. Great job. I enjoy this. Aiden, Rusev Day, keep it going. Next up, we have Daniel Bryan versus Shelton Benjamin. This whole week, Shelton Benjamin's been tweeting that he's the best wrestler on the roster for SmackDown. He's not even wrestling. He has the most talent. He's the best wrestler. He needs to be on TV. And like, you know what? Cool. I guess they heard him. I'm not sure if that was a ploy. I'm not sure if that was a shoot. I don't know if it was real, whatever it was. But he got his TV time. He got his match with Daniel Bryan. It was a great match, believe it or not. They're both great wrestlers. Shelton Benjamin is an all-time wrestler, one of the best, Intercontinental Champion, US Champion, Tag Team Champion. He has it, and he has the moves. This match, I'm gonna give a B. Great match, like I said, they had great chemistry that came out of nowhere. I hope this kind of pushes Shelton Benjamin back into the scene and more matches like this happen. But the story wasn't Shelton Benjamin, it was The Miz. The Miz was ringside the entire time, and by The Miz distracting Daniel Bryan, Shelton Benjamin did get the victory. And after the match, Miz just attacked Daniel Bryan, left him laying there. That's like 2-3 weeks in a row now that Miz just came over Daniel Bryan. I'm not sure what's gonna happen at Super Showdown, but they surely are building it, and I really, really hope they have a great match. But this match, awesome. I want to see it again. I'm gonna give it a B. Great job. Next up is the what I call the filler match, the bathroom match, the worst grade on SmackDown that it's gonna get. It's Asuka versus Peyton Royce. I'm gonna give it a D. Nothing happened. Asuka won. That's it. Naomi got interfered. They're just setting up their Australia match, and that's all this did for me. Bathroom break. You ready to go to the bathroom? Because I was. D match, done. Let's move on. Let's move to the main event. Let's do that. Let's move to the main event. It's Becky Lynch coming out saying how she wants to be on posters, she wants to be on magazines, she wants to be the star, she's a champion. Of course, the crowd's chanting Becky, 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 and she acknowledges it. She's kind of looking around and saying, you know what? This is pretty cool. You could tell her face she wanted to laugh, she wanted to smile. Becky Lynch is going to be the most down-to-earth person. This heel gimmick's working for her, but you kind of see glimpses of the old Becky, which is pretty cool because she mixes it in. But she's saying, you know, I should be on the cover, and she brings her own cover, and it's her standing over Charlotte with the backdrop of the Super Showdown, and pretty cool. Even Tony's like, oh, that's a pretty cool, well done poster there. I want to keep seeing that. So Charlotte does come out and they start kind of brawling a little bit. It was very sloppy. So it kind of ruined the ending for me. I'm going to give it a C+, unfortunately, because it was sloppy. It did what it needed to do. It set up Super Showdown, and they did end SmackDown with the women like they always do, but it just didn't do much for me like last week did or the week before. I wish they would have ended it with something more vicious, something more crazy, but instead Charlotte did come up top, which kind of gives you a little hint of what's going to happen in Super Showdown. But overall, SmackDown, I'm going to give a B. A solid show, nothing spectacular, nothing very low like other shows, but it was a solid show and makes you excited for next week, and it does do the job what it needs to do. It's the end of the show, and it makes you excited for this week's Super Showdown in Australia. So we're all excited and hope we see you there, because we'll be up at 4 in the morning watching this. Like we say every week, those are our grades, our opinions, my grades, my opinions. Click on that above. Give me your grades, give me your opinions, comment, like, subscribe down below. Don't forget, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe. We're gonna put on a great show for you at 4 o'clock in the morning this week. 4 o'clock in the morning our time. Be there, because we're gonna be there with you, watching 5 hours of wrestling. I can't explain how excited I am, because it's super exciting to see them brand new. The most highly anticipated match I'm actually waiting for is Buddy Murphy, Cedric Alexander. Match of the night, mark my words, it's gonna happen. But we'll see you guys tomorrow for 205 Live, where we'll see Cedric Alexander and Buddy Murphy.